Hello, welcome to this mod called Repurposed Structures. So maybe I'll try to use the locate command, which it conveniently adds, to find some of these new structures that are added, which are variants of various vanilla structures. So we've got a Grassy Igloo. So we'll just go through like a bunch of them, maybe all of them. See. Okay, so it looks like there's a... That does seem like a... Okay, so it actually is part of it. So I'm trying to think where that might actually have appeared. Well, this goes a long way. It'd probably look better on... Interesting. So from what I understand, like the structure is exactly the same, right? So we go down the igloo. We should have a villager. Yep. So that's pretty cool, right? So let's carry on in this sort of vein. I think would be a good way to do this. So we've got this stone igloo as well. So let's just sort of go from point to point. Here we have a stone igloo in a tiger. It's kind of interesting as well because there's a lot of new structures, and then there's going to be variants of even more new structures. Okay. So, like, I'm trying to... Is Jungle Fortress? That might be... That's the first one that we can find here. So let's go to a Jungle Fortress. Not sure I see a Jungle Fortress here. Oh. Okay, didn't... Oh, interest... Wow. Okay, so the Jungle Fortress is actually a Nether Fortress using a combination of mossy bricks. That is very interesting generation, that. And I believe there's also like a whole range of spawners as well. So we should still find nether spawners and blaze spawners, right? So yeah, this must be a... That's quite a cool touch as well. So interestingly, you can see that we've actually got mushrooms. So instead of the nether wart area, so that's an interesting way of making an overworld structure. That's pretty cool, that one. Let's see if there are any other fortresses. I think that's the only fortress that we've got here. So, okay, so we've checked out the fortress. Let's go through some of these mine shafts now. So we've got a birch mine shaft. The mine shafts don't look particularly different, if I'm being... Okay, so the mine shaft, I guess, is very, very similar. And yeah, the mine shaft seems to be exactly the same, but obviously there's some stripped logs and they're obviously birch. So I wonder, actually, I was actually anticipating it might just be the different wood types, but actually let's carry on down this line just to see what some of the other ones are. So we'll go to the desert one next. Yeah, just sandstone. End, I would imagine. No. It's going to be interesting how you can get a mine shaft in the end. We'll be going to the nether in the end, later in the video, obviously. Icy is not there. Some of these may be in the nether, like... Okay, it's taking... let's see which one this is. Here's the icy... Wow. Not sure about the icy one. That doesn't make sense with so much lava around. This generation is really not great. Redstone torches instead of... That's funny. Instead of actual torches. So... I think there was this one as well. It's just... Yeah, I think with this one might be the jungle one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is the jungle one. It just took a while, a couple of seconds for it to load there. So we've got vines in here. It does add something a little bit extra to have all these in here, I would say. Let's go back anyway to... So we've done the icy and jungle. Ocean. It's also a good test of the locate feature. Okay. They do actually, even though, wow, I do like the fact that there's different blocks being used. It's kind of like interesting that you can get like, you know, like replacement blocks. And obviously a lot of prismarine as well, which is pretty handy. It's not that easy to find prismarine. Let's go now for the Savannah. Where are you, Savannah? Oh, and I've always really liked Acacia Wood. I think Acacia really suits this particular area. It doesn't look like there's any real change to the actual structure. Although I'm not seeing many... There we go, there's a chest, for instance. And, yeah, like I said, there was something about these spawners, but I think a lot of it is probably quite similar. And any more of these? So we've got the stone one. Let's have a look at this. Not quite sure what it means by a stone one. Yeah, I guess, yeah, just no, yeah. Kind of, I mean, in a way, this is all this, you would imagine this could have been like the default one. Because it kind of, it fits in a bit better rather than the normal oak wood one. Okay. And then finally we have the swamp or dark forest. Not quite sure what's called that. So we've got dark oak, vines, what you might expect. And just to finish it off, because that's what we like to do, we'll go for the tiger as well. Okay, tiger, spruce, yeah, okay. Alright, so that's all the mine shafts done, so let's see what we got next. We'll have to remember to do some of the nether ones once we get there. But obviously I want to do it in an ordered way. Outpost, Crimson, Nether Brick, and Warped. Is this going to be... I think there's going to be a lot of stuff. Let's do Pyramids Badlands to start with. So we're going to be at the wrong Y level. Seeing any signs that the pyramids actually spawned here, unless I'm missing something. Okay, so the pyramid is with this particular one. Maybe it's not the best example. Is really cut into the mountain, but I imagine it looks exactly the same, right? Yep, just different blocks. Okay, and let's see what else. Is that the only? We've got one nether one. We've got one in the nether as well. So shipwreck. So a lot of the shipwrecks are in the nether. Interestingly, temple nether. And then the other thing that we've got in the overworld is a variety of different villages. So let's check out the Badlands Village. Okay, it looks like they actually, yeah, this, so there are some changes to the actual houses. This is probably the feature, I imagine, if you can turn on and off some of the features that people use the most. So that house is certainly not a vanilla looking house. This also is definitely not vanilla. It looks vanilla-y though. Oh wow. This is very well designed actually. It's got a very saloon type feel, Wild West type thing going on. So yeah, so I think this is going to be more. Let's see what else we've got in Village then. So let's do a Birch Village. I have a feeling this may be. Well, let's have a look. So the Birch Village. I think thematically the. Yeah, this structure I'm well aware is a typical vanilla structure. Not too much variation on Birch. I think they are different though, just from what I've played of more recent Minecraft versions, but not as exciting probably. And then we've got Dark Oak. What's this? Sorry, I've got to see what's going on here. I didn't even realise this, but these. Have you put? Oh, look at that! They actually retain their. So there's a whole custom system. That's pretty cool. I've got to say. But yeah. So yeah, it looks like that not only there's a combination, aren't there, of new structures, and then just swapped out textures. This is a big house. It's useful as well because the way that the village is spawning now is you need to have a lot of beds. That's pretty cool. Okay, I think the villages are really good actually. Giant tiger now. Wow. Interesting, I would say. This one is a bit of a mess. Yeah. Compared to, I've been to a village in the taiga, and it doesn't look like this. This is probably a little bit too much in terms of, especially with all the podzol everywhere. Yeah. Is this actually a house? Is this just a... The problem is, I think also this mod adds like a load of boulders. So when you combine the boulders with the tiger village, it looks absolutely like what is going on. It's just like, you know. So yeah, I don't particularly like that one if I'm being completely honest. But I did like all the others, so you can't accuse me of being too critical. And the jungle village. Now this, again, there's a reason we don't have villages normally in the jungle because of the dense topiary, but I have to say I do really like the costume changes. That is awesome, right? That is a really good touch. This is an interesting looking farm. But yeah, again, I think it's... Yeah. I know what you mean, buddy. Yeah, if you've got a lot of trees everywhere, that's probably going to happen quite a lot. It's not bad. To be honest, I actually do prefer it, just maybe because the colours are better, but I think unless you have like a jungle plains biome type thing... What's this house? Not so easy to pull something like this off. Well, not even just like, like a sparse jungle. Wouldn't really be a plains, but... well, it could be, I don't know. And then we have the village in the mountains. Let's have a look at this one. The folks living at heights. Obviously, like, like I'm just getting a random one each time. I'm not liking the fact that the iron golem is constantly dying. Like, okay, you're good. That is also a bit odd. Just the villagers jumping on the roof. Not terrible. I mean, it's very spread out. It's kind of cool, the mountains one, actually. The mountains one, this one is cool. I think the advantage with mountains is that there's a lot of variation in height. And also, I'm pretty sure that like a lot of the height generation's been changed. Mountains, pretty good, I would say. Okay. Village. Let's go to the swamp village now. There may be more variations and like little things I'm... Swamp village, definitely cool. Swamp is my favourite biome anyway, so I was always probably going to like this one, if I'm being completely honest. There's being a tree up there is a bit... I think that... Yeah. There's certainly like some stuff with the trees that probably needs to be fixed, but I'm sure... yeah. Swamp village is really cool. Kind of missed the opportunity to put like a few witches' huts in there, though. But yeah, pretty cool, the swamp village. Is that the end of the village? It is, probably, right? So if we look at what we've got now, we've actually done everything in terms of the overworld. So let's go to the Nether now, see what we can find there. Alright, so... Okay, so we're just going to go through the list, and we're just going to see if we can find... I'm just going to go through the list and see what we can find in terms of... So there's a Nether mine shaft. See how that works. This is an interesting feature of the Nether anyway. The fact we've got a strider all the way up here. But yeah, the Nether mine shaft. Sometimes it's not quite the sort of. Here we go. Okay, sulfide torches. That's pretty cool. Nether brick, as you might imagine. Got some black stone here. Obviously some basalt. Okay. Okay, so that is probably it for the mine shafts. Now we also have a feature which wasn't in the overworld, which is the Outpost. So we'll do Outpost Crimson to start with. So we'll look at this. I don't see it. Okay, here is the Outpost Crimson. Oh wow. Okay. I've actually kind of forgotten some of the features about the piglin brute. Which one of these is a brute? I think these might be brutes. Pretty high up in the world though. The Nether is just so much more expansive now. And especially with this mod, it's even more expansive than it would be normally. Like, this is a bizarre way to look at the Nether. You're looking up at that. Okay. Let's look at the Nether brick outpost now. So essentially, it's just instead of having the pillagers there, it just has a. It's kind of like, oh, why not do a bastion version and like a bastion variant? Maybe that's coming soon. Because this is just the overworld outpost, isn't it? Really. That's a clear example of it. Then we also have, let's have a look, the warped one. I think that's a vanilla achievement, right? Got some vines growing in here. Quite a cozy little room, actually, down here. But yeah, very similar look to all of these. Okay. So, beyond that, we've also got a pyramid nether. Let's have a look at that one. It kind of like one of the interesting things is kind of what I find interesting is this mod like bridges the gap. Is this just like a? Oh, this actually looks different. There's like a portal here. I wonder if this is just. This one is actually kind of interesting. Is it just the same? So this is not actually like just a retexture of the desert pyramid. This is actually something else, right? It's still a pyramid, but instead of having the thing going downward, what is that block there? Chiseled Nether Bricks. Huh. I completely didn't even realise this was a block. Okay. But yeah, that doesn't seem the same anyway. Okay, so we got to... So that was the... This is the... What did I just do? Okay, so we just did Pyramid Nether. So yeah, they're the two types of pyramids. So what else do we have beyond that? We also have some shipwrecks, which will be interesting. So we'll go for Shipwreck Crimson first. I imagine there'll be... Yep. Look at that. Now these look cool. Wow. Got the chains hanging down, that's cool. Even a custom banner. Skull and crossbones. Ships are really cool, and also, especially with the Strider, right? They're actually very useful to have that. Okay, so we've got a few more of these. Obviously can't do the end ones yet. Let's go Nether Bricks now. You, I cannot see where you are. Did I just do the wrong thing? Okay, it's not to do with Y level. Okay, so it actually is to do with Y level then. It's sort of supposed that would be like this. I keep forgetting what the name of this block is as well. Okay, so we've got some gilded black stone up here. Looks like the spawning is pretty much exclusively nether bricks. Okay. Bunch of cool stuff here. Yep. Next up we have the warped one. Let's have a look at that. And you are where exactly? Probably on the ground. There you are. Little iron bars. Some warped high feet. Cool. Alright. So, where do we get to? We got to Shipwrecks. Now we also have Stronghold Nether. I have to look at the Stronghold Stone Brick. I missed that one in the overworld. Stronghold Nether. Go to that. This can't be. It can't be a stronghold, though, right? Oh, maybe it is. Is it actually possible to do this, though? Is there an end? Where is the end portal then? I don't think, unless they, you'd have to change the mechanics of the game to get it to work, though, right? Pretty sure there won't be a portal. Does look very similar to a stronghold, though. Isn't that like above the library? You don't normally get 4 chests like that, though. I think it's just a custom. It's like a custom interpretation, right? It's not actually a stronghold. It's just probably based on it. But this is the library, right? Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting take on that. This is fun. Just do block swapping. I imagine if we go where the portal is, there'll be a load of different blocks similar to that. That's cool anyway, right? We'll go to the actual stronghold in the overworld in a minute. Temple. So we have a bunch of temples. Wow. Let's check these out. Temple Nether Basalt. Let's see if we can find this one. Up here somewhere. Just past it, I guess. Sometimes it's actually quite difficult to find these things, just because there's so much terrain generation. It would be good if there was just a way to, like, one of the things I noticed, I can't even find this. I mean, somewhere in here, right? I can sort of see it. Because of where it's spawned, though. It's like right in here. This must be some custom spawner stuff. This, oh yeah, isn't this like a... This looks like a trap of some kind, right? But yeah, I think that would be good if there was a mod that just really made the Nether like a simplifier mod for the Nether, because the Nether has got very, very busy with all the new blocks. In comparison to what it was like before, you could really traverse around. Now, finding a fortress, you just got no. You might find one, but it could be, you might miss it even if you're in the right XZ location, right? So that isn't really the best example of the basalt. Let's try a crimson one. I'd like to maybe see this structure a bit more clearly. We're at 105. Okay, we've gone too high. Okay. Is this like a room from the Bastion? I'm not that familiar with all the different rooms in the Bastion. It's quite a small structure though. It's a little bit... Or is this just like a vanilla temple from the overworld? Is there... Where's the... I guess I'm getting confused because there's not... There should be... Let me just see... Oh, here we go. It is just a vanilla temple from the overworld. Okay. It's nothing to do with the Bastion. Okay, good to know. Nether Soul. Let's see this one. This one's right next to a fortress as well. Just made a soul sand and soul soil. Don't know about that one. Okay. And then we have the warped one. Alright, we might just gloss over these couple. Yeah, pretty straightforward. It's just a temple, but with... I don't think it really works though. These things. There's not enough variation. It just looks kind of... They just look kind of boring. Yeah. I don't like these temple things. Jungle Temple is cool, but I don't know if it works to have a load of nether ones. Village now, this is an interesting one. So we should be able to find the Crimson Village. Are there going to be villagers there? That is a good question, which we're about to find out the answer to now. We've got striders here. some crying obsidian in there. That must be a black stone wall. Would be cool if there were actually villagers. But it doesn't look like it. It does look cool though. I think also the world height maybe it's been terraformed a bit to make the village look kind of... It's quite expansive. I think it helps to have a higher Y level there. That's cool though. I like that. And what else we got? Warped. Might have missed one of them. I think there's 3 villages if I'm not mistaken. Warped village is pretty similar. That's Nether Wart. That's cool. I like that. I really like that. A lot of guys around here. It's actually doing the thing though. That's the thing. It's purely aesthetic. It's cool though. It's cool to have a little load of houses. It works well in that one. And then finally we had... Do we have one more village? No, it's just those 2, right? Yeah. Okay. And what else was there? So that I think we'll go... So what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to go now to look at the Stronghold stone brick. Let's do that. Okay, so Stronghold stone brick. Is this really any different? A little bit, right? Not much. Not really much, I would say. So let's go to the end anyway, because that's where we were sort of going. Alright, so we're in the end, so let's finish off. Let's finish off the looking at everything. So we should be able to just... So mineshaft end. So look, how is that going to look? Oh, let's find out. Okay, so yeah, I'm not surprised it's on like one of the... Whoa. What is that? Look at that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, you know what? It looks really good like this. It really looks good. That is really cool. Yep, I like that. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Anything else? I might have missed the ocean mineshaft, by the way, but oh well. I'm not going to do... if I miss one thing, then, you know, what can I do? Shipwreck end. There already is a ship in the end, so I'm guessing this won't be quite the same. Where is the ship? Oh, this is the ship, is it? So it's not the best example I've got here. Yeah, I think it's just the same ship. And anything else? Was there a village? So I think... that is essentially all the different structures that are added by this mod. So thanks for watching.